How did you get into this? How did
Well,
you know that you were a medium?
Yes.
Well, I was praying for my grandmother. I was brought up in the Catholic faith, and we are taught to pray for the deceased. And right around in the early 80s, I had several elderly people and people I was close to die all within the same couple of years. And particularly my father's mother. I was praying for her, and she seemed to be there when I would pray for her. And I thought, well, this is a very comforting hallucination, but I didn't really pay much attention to it until a woman told me, you know, you're psychic. And I said, yeah, right. You know, I mean, I'm a gardener, I'm a farmer, I'm many things, but I never thought of myself as having this kind of mental ability. And this woman called me up and said, I need you to help me find my cat. My cat, Chella. We were on a camping trip and she got out of the camper and I don't know where she is. And I said, but wait a minute, you're a psychic. Can't you find your own cat? And Kathleen said, no, I can't because I'm too emotionally close to Chella. I'm too upset about it. So she said that you're going to help me find the cat. And I said, okay, whatever. So the next night when I was praying to my grandmother, this grandmother loved cats. I said, Granny, if you're there, can you help me find Chella? And I didn't really think too much about it, but the next morning I walked outside and I was standing stroking a large catnip bush that grew next to the house for our own kitties. And then that day, Kathleen and I went to some of the places, and we got to a place about 100 miles away from where we were. I mean, she really took me on the tour of everywhere that Chella could have possibly gotten out of this camper.
Wow.
And there was an old barn, and there were huge catnip bushes all around the barn. And I said, Chella is here. You know, this is where she is. So Kathleen left some food and her own sweater. And then she went back the next day, and sure enough, Chella was sitting on the sweater.
No kidding.
And that's when I started to think something was happening. And then I started to talk to some of the other ancestors that had passed away. And it was my mother's grandmother who really gave me the outline of the book.
Now, can I ask
Yes.
a question? When you said you were praying for your grandmother and you knew she was there, now in what sense did you know she was there?
I felt like I was seeing her. I mean, I could really see her. I mean, I had a visualization of her. And then I started to, in my prayers, sort of turned into, and it's a prayerful meditation, is what I can go into trance very easily. And now I really understand more about why I chose this gift and what the responsibility of the gift is.